When we hear words, pictures tend to pop into our minds. Why? Because our brain is trying to associate that word with a memory or an association. So when I say the word donut, everybody here can picture a donut in their head. But we're not all thinking about the same donut. One of you might be thinking about a donut you ate for breakfast this morning, while the other might be thinking about a fresh, warm, gooey donut inside a bakery. When I say the word modesty, I bet you're all thinking about old ladies, pilgrims, Amish women, or religion. But modesty as a lifestyle is not old-fashioned. It can improve relationships between men and women. It can make society as a whole become stronger. Ideas on modesty have changed over the years. For example, Jessica Ray, a swimsuit designer, said in a speech on the history of the bikini that in 1946, the two-piece swimsuit was not acceptable. I want to look at modesty from a different angle. I want to inform you of the effects modesty has on a male's brain. So Princeton University did a study on which the male students who took part to see how the brain reacts to seeing the different amount of clothing that is worn by a woman. The interesting thing is that the pictures were shown to the men for only a fraction of a second, and the heads were cropped off of the pictures. When the men saw the pictures of the women in bikinis and the other short clothing items that they were wearing, part of their brain that associates with tools lit up. Some men's medial prefrontal cortex was deactivated, which meant they didn't see the women as humans, they saw them as tools or objects. When asked questions, these men responded with answers like, I push, or I grab, or I shove. But after they saw pictures of modestly dressed women, their vocabulary changed to third person instead of first person point of view. They started using words like she grabs, she pushes, and she handles. The female, who was dressed modestly, was being seen as in control. What the study found was that when women were immodest, they were overlooked and viewed as objects by men. However, modestly dressed women created a real and personal connection with these men. Now, this is what I want you to take away from this. A woman can be modest and still be sexy. Keep in mind that the immodest woman is what men want to hook up with, but the modest woman is who men want to marry. In an article on modesty written by Rachel Watson, 50 males were surveyed, ages from 18 to 22, and 65% of those men said that they have trouble concentrating in class or at work whenever a girl is wearing something too revealing. Some guys mentioned how hard it was to speak to girls dressed immodestly and to take them seriously, while on the other hand, they found it more relaxing when talking to someone who was not letting it all hang out. Guys, you might get lower grades and not be as successful in a job if you can't stay focused. So ladies, the power is truly in your hands. Do you want to be used or respected? Modesty is not just a so-called rule that our parents put on us, but rather the ability to be taken seriously with confidence, dignity, and power. So, do yourself a favor, ladies. Take charge and dress modestly.